There is a place in Siberia where the birds do not sing, and the wind sounds like a human sob. This is the island where humanity went to die. 1933. Moscow and Leningrad are to be purified. Stalin's secret police received a quota: sweep the streets of socially harmful elements.
Fill the quotas. Vagrants, the unemployed, those without passports, it doesn't matter who. Send them all to the vast laboratory of Siberia.
The net was cast wide. A student on his way to visit his mother, a tailor coming home from work. Innocent people were snatched from the streets without a word to their families. Over 6,000 elements were packed into wooden freight cars. No toilets, no beds, and barely enough air to breathe. The journey lasted weeks.
We were not humans, but mere cargo. Even as the dead lay beside us, there was nowhere to move them.
By the time they reached the Tomsk transit camp, the first wave of death had already arrived. Weakened and starving, they were pushed onto wooden barges for the final leg. May 19th, 1933. They were dumped on Nazino Island, a desolate strip of swamp and forest. No tools, no seeds, no shelter, just the cold Siberian wind. The only food provided was raw rye flour. Thousands scrambled for it, mixing it with the dirty river water in their hats or shoes. It became a slurry of death. The guards were no better than the hunger. They hunted the prisoners for sport, shooting anyone who dared to move toward the water to wash or escape.
Look, there goes another one. Want to bet? Let's see who hits him first.
By the third day, the hunger became a physical entity. It ate away at their minds. The first rumors of the Isle of Cannibals began to take shape in the darkness. Historical records tell a chilling tale. A young woman, tied to a tree by guards to keep her safe, only for her to be found later, her flesh carved away by those she trusted. Desperate souls built rafts of logs and grass, but the Ob River is a cold grave. Hundreds drowned, their bodies bloating and floating downstream toward the nearby villages. A local party instructor, Vasily Velichko, could not stay silent. He wrote an 11-page letter directly to Stalin, detailing the hell on the Ob.
This is not the Bildungslosigkeit.
This is mass murder and the annihilation of humanity.
Stalin's response was not mercy, but silence. The report was buried. The survivors were scattered, and the island was scrubbed from the maps. For 50 years, Nazino was a ghost story. It wasn't until the era of Glasnost in 1988 that the truth finally clawed its way out of the archives. Nazino is a warning. It shows how quickly civilization collapses when human beings are treated as numbers. We remember, so the mud of Nazino never claims another soul. This is Past Unwritten. Never forget, never repeat. Thank you for watching.